Hey everybody, Rubber Biscuit here trying out a new game, Airport CEO. While I say it's new, it's actually not that new of a game, but this past week I got to travel a lot, so I went through my fair share of airports, so I had the inkling of maybe we can see if we can do it even better. So let's see, we will go ahead and just hop right into a new game. Got our guy here, we're looking fine, we won't waste too much time with this. I like that suit, like the mustache. Go ahead and just Rubber Biscuit. Let's try. So this is cool. We can pick anywhere in the world. It'll pop up, show us, some of the climate. But I say we try to go for Atlanta. Perfect. Got it. Domestic airport's plenty. Doesn't rarely snow. Nice and warm. Rare, so fairly good weather conditions. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Airport name. Let's go Biscuit. Let's BIA Biscuit International Airport. Ooh, I like that. Let's keep going. Let's go all the way through. I like that. Oh, I like this one right here. Of course, we like the large map. So we could pick different management modes. So for this one, I say we're gonna give it a go, boys. I say we try an extreme. Don't even bother. The worst job we'll ever have. We'll only start with $500,000 versus easy gives us 3 million. 2 drops down to 1, and then finally extreme. So let's see how we do. Let's see if we can make this work. Now, disclaimer: I have played this game before in the past, just a little bit, but I've never tried an extreme. Starting off with so little cash, so this should be fairly interesting. Alright, so here we are in our game. We can see our plot of land we can build on with obvious unlocks around for 750,000, at least for now. And we could do the introduction, but we are actually not going to do that, considering I have played. But I will say, if you are totally brand new to the game, I would highly recommend that's the route you go. So, first of all, let's go ahead and build our runway. And honestly, I'm going to start off with asphalt. While it is a little more in construction costs, it saves on operating costs. And I mean, if you start grass, you got to upgrade to asphalt anyway. So I just like to go ahead and start off with this one. So actually, we will go ahead and build it. Build it way up here. Let's actually get closer. I would say right there is fine. And of course we need some runway ramps. So I think once we have that, we'll have our ramps where our planes can exit and enter the runway. And of course our foundation, which I like to keep it the same. So we'll go at least 5x5. Then another 5x5, which will connect all the way down. So that way everything connects. Our taxiway path, which of course is used for our aircraft to find their way around the airport. So we'll just make sure they can go all the way around. This way planes will be able to land, come down, they'll be able to taxi, and then of course find their way back out. And of course we need to give them a place to park. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just start popping them down. We'll go ahead and start off with just these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. And now then, let's see. So we have that. We do need to hop into our operations. Oh, excuse me, our economy. And get some workers in here. So these guys can give us 108 workers for $6.08. 90 workers for 7. Honestly, let's get the more workers. Start us off. Construction. We want to deploy the max number of contractors. Just like that. They will show up and get to work. So we can see here trucks unloading supplies, and looks like our workers are coming on in, and they will quickly get to work. Now, what's any airport without a tower to, obviously be in contact with all of our planes that are going to be coming in. Now, as they are building all of this, Let's see. I wonder if we should. Hang on. Let me start. Let's put all of our stands on this side. I'm just trying to think for the future here. So we'll have one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is our service road behind it, which is a little something I will try to explain right now. So we will go ahead and set up our vehicle checkpoint, which we can put, I guess we can actually put it just right here. Well, let's give it a little space. Put that down. So our public road allows for any buses, cars, trucks, anything can drive on it. And then you can see this road with the wrench. That is actually our service road, which is used for the cars inside the tarmac. So again, we'll save on money while we can and just building on the grass. Well, I guess we can actually we got 158,000. Let's go ahead and make this look a little nicer. The asphalt, come on out. Ooh, we need to make it come up one more. There we go. Now they're connected. Public road. Let's see. We got our vehicle checkpoint, which will allow service vehicles to come in. And we need to put down. Man, am I just missing it? Oh, here we go. We could use a vehicle depot, which allows for 20 service vehicles, or we can just have a little parking lot. 10,000 or 4,000. 20 operating cost, 40. Or 10, excuse me. I say we're going to go ahead and just save on the money. Let's go ahead and we'll put this on this side. Actually, we'll go ahead and stage it right here. That way when the vehicle's parked, they can just easily get on out. And then we are going to need to put down a fuel depot as well, which all we can get right now is just our small gas, which we will put. I say we go ahead and just put it right out here. We could connect it here, but let's just go ahead and connect it this way. So they're still building, and of course we can't control the speed of everything. And another thing that they will tell you in the tutorial is fencing, which the fences will stop ground animals from entering the airport grounds, which eventually we'll start seeing some cows running around. Surprised we haven't seen one yet. And they will actually damage some of the planes and just get in the way on the runway, and it's a whole hassle. It just creates a heck of a mess, which is something we definitely do not want to really deal with at all. So I will connect our fence really just right there. And in that case, I'll go ahead and just add fence gates everywhere so that these construction workers will always have pretty good access to wherever they may need to go. Except for maybe up that way. I don't foresee us going up that way anytime soon. Connect our fence down this way. And we will just connect it to the building here. Along the road, and voila, all connected. That way they got plenty to do, plenty of fence to put up. Well, I guess we will eventually have to get rid of this fence. Actually, let me go ahead and just plan for the future a little bit more, because we will have more stalls along this way, so it might cost us just a little bit more, but let's go ahead and we'll bring our fence out this way. This way we have plenty of space to operate with. And of course we'll add our gates down. We'll go ahead and speed this up as they continue to build everything. And once everything is built, we can actually open up our airport. Now that said, you can see these guys blinking with the little airplane. So that basically just means they are not connected. So it's as easy as getting our taxiway path. Just like how we connected all of this, we basically just connect the dots. See the little blue dot here? Let's connect, 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 connect. This allows the planes to come in and actually park. Now then, with everything kind of coming into fruition here, oh, we're gonna make sure these guys are all connected. I always seem to miss at least one. So We can see our small runway here. We can actually open our runway. And really all we're allowing right now is general aviation. So we can actually come into our operations. We can open up the airport, allow general aviation. And we can actually look at our contracts. 151 per liter, 154. Which contract to go with? I like going with the higher stars, guys. So that is who we're going to go with. 151 versus 154. Yeah, I know it's just a little bit more, but they only bring us 200,000, whereas AV Fuel will bring 400. So, with that said, we'll take the AV Fuel boys. Excuse me. Let's see here. Now, with that said, we should be able to purchase a fuel truck, which we can go ahead and order. And then in our operations, once we get our fuel truck, we can turn on our gas service. So, all things considered, our general aviation are just randomly these small aircrafts in the area, like this guy right here, who just want to come into land, which we get paid for. And they will come here and park, which they'll start paying us for. Oh, don't run over. Well, I guess it's all good with the construction guys. Anyways, just watch out for the airplane coming through, everybody. So now that we've got him here, hopefully our truck is on the way. So he'll pay us for landing, pay us for the parking, pay us for his stay, and his required service is the fuel. So once we get our fuel truck, we'll be able to turn on our turnaround services, and that'll just be able to bring us in a little more money. And thankfully we did spend quite a good bit, but we still have plenty of money in the bank with 122,000. Looks like we could take out some more loans, but thankfully we are not going to do that at the moment. Looks like everybody's still building the fence. Hopefully our truck arrives. There we go. There's the truck. Let's see if we can actually... Oh, there we go. Just like that. We can turn on our gas services, which in turn means the gas truck should be here fueling us up, which is perfect. So now we should be able to see our fuel truck come in, fuel up, and then go out and service our airplanes as well. That are the general aviation planes that have landed as they slowly all continue to come in. So I'll park, and honestly, since we have the money just sitting here, we will go ahead, and just create more stands. So we did 3, which was all we could afford. We will go ahead and connect them. This just allows for more planes to continue to come in and land, and we can just let this run for just a little bit as they continue to build our fence. And thankfully, once they finish building our fence, we can really fire and get rid of a lot of these contract workers instead of having to pay them for just sitting around, because we won't be needing their services too terribly much longer. So we can see everything is connected. No error messages. And we'll just continue out of our planes coming in land. Looks like they've just about finished the gate. Let's go ahead and triple speed. Fuel truck doing its thing. So we're slowly almost making a profit. Oh, and just like that, we have made one. So if you guys haven't heard of this game or have seen it, it's quite a fun little sim. You build the airports. There's some R&D. Let's see if I can... Yep, R&D projects. Obviously, the more you get, the more you can unlock. Commercial licenses. It's very fun. Then we start having to deal with passengers, terminals, baggage claims, security. It can turn into a logistical nightmare if you're not careful. But this way, the simple setup starting us off with the general aviation and services, this will allow us to hopefully get our funds up quite a lot. So that said, I think this is the absolute perfect way to get started, and I'm actually going to speed it up, and I will check back in with you guys and see where we stand. All right, everybody, so here we are, 9 a.m., nearly 10 a.m. on day 2, and you can see we just hit 30, but now we drop back down to 28,000. But you can see this is quite a viable solution to start us off. Now, it might be a little bit slow, especially since we're on Extreme. You only had so much money to start. I mean, there are obviously ways if you wanted to take out some loans. You could speed some things up, get 220,000, 400,000, you know, whatever you might want. Right now, 660,000. But that said, if you don't want to go that route and take out the loans and worry about paying it back, this could easily be a great option for you starting off. So what I would continue to do is I probably would continue to grow and put in some more aircraft stands until I get as far down here as I could along the runway. At least that made sense. Maybe just add 3-4 more. Continue to grow those funds, and then I'm probably going to start building and working on the terminal. At least get a small square terminal, the most simple of setups, and then from there add in a few stops and literally only put in a staff room where we can hire some administrators and get our research going. But if you're looking to get started and don't really know where to start, but you do want a challenge, this is exactly how it would start us off. So I hope this helps you guys out, and honestly, even if you were in one of the other game modes as well, now obviously easy might be different, starting off with 3 million cash, but if you want a challenge and you want to start off hard, this is absolutely the way I would start it out. And then it's just a slow crawl to the top, and you will definitely find yourself in the weeds when you get diving into the terminal and building the commercial flights and really going from there. But again, this is just a way to start. Hope this really helped you guys out. And of course, as we are finishing up, you can see the cows coming around, walking around, trying to get in the way things. But hopefully this video helps you guys out, and feel free to let me know if there was something I missed, or any recommendations, or maybe how you would do it. Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Looking forward to the next time.